You're fine.
Angel's Landing is one of the most popular hikes in Zion and also one of the most dangerous. It's 5.4 miles with an elevation gain of 1,500 feet. It's rated as strenuous and it takes about 3 to 5 hours to complete, depending on your physical ability and also how much time you may take to hesitate doing this hike. I'm going to show you guys how I got to the top of Angel's Landing. We decided to park in town and take the free shuttle system to Angel's Landing. Yes. Okay, so we are here at Angel's Landing, and I looked up the most dangerous hike in America, and apparently this is it. So, yeah, it's, we're gonna try to do the chain part and see how it goes. This is gonna be the perfect weather today. Let's do this hike. From the Grotto shuttle stop, you cross the Virgin River to get to the trailhead. The beginning of the hike is the easiest part, so make sure to enjoy this while it lasts. So I think the odds are in our favor today, because it's not a crowded time of year. We got an extra hour of sleep and the weather's cooperating. Not that this is super exciting. Then you gradually start to go uphill on a wide paved trail. And as you can see, this is a view of the West Rim Trail. That's the first section of the hike to get to Angel's Landing. This part of the trail is called Refrigerator Canyon. It's a really cool, shady area. It's a good place to catch your breath and to take a break because you're not done climbing. And if you weren't awake already at this point in the hike, you will get your heart pumping on Walter's Wiggles. This is a section of 21 switchbacks. So went up switchback part 2, and we're 2 miles in. Finally, at the top of Walter's Wiggles, you'll get to Scout's Lookout. From there, you can stop, or you can keep going. Now, this is really important for you to consider how you feel at this point in the hike. In fact, my hiking buddy decided not to go past this point, but I was feeling pretty secure, so I went on. Now keep in mind, if you're afraid of heights, you probably shouldn't go on this section. There's really steep drop-offs and a lot of exposure. I just keep thinking about the Fleetwood Mac song about chains. And we go.
I'm about halfway up. And here's just some of the drop off. And I feel more peaceful than scared, but I am very, very aware of my feet and holding on to these chains as much as possible. So that's why I'm kind of breaking up this vlog in sections. I'm gonna definitely focus on my feet, and we'll see you at the top. Been trying to figure out why I'm not that scared. I realize it's because I'm a freaking rock climber. We have no harness here, but take your time and don't be, you know, that cuts in front of people. Okay, I will say I'm breathing because it's a difficult hike. It's really not because I'm afraid. I'm kind of shocked. It really wasn't that scary, but I also rock climb. And I've had a lot of, you know, exposure to being high up. So if you are scared of heights, please listen to yourself. Please listen to, you know, if your head's saying no, don't do it. However, if you do it, oh boy, is it worth it. So, drop off, chain. So close. A lot of this is just scrambling. And if you've ever done scrambling, you'll be fine. I mean, look at this. The angels have landed. It's amazing.
And when you get to the top of Angel's Landing, it widens. There were people having picnics and eating lunch and just enjoying the view. So definitely a great reward at the top. I would say my favorite part was actually just navigating the chains. That was more fun for me. I've seen a lot of amazing views on hikes, and don't get me wrong, it's worth seeing, but I think just the experience of navigating your way through the chains and seeing those steep drop-offs was quite exhilarating.
So it took a lot less time than I thought it would. Apparently I did the hardest part, and I didn't know it was the hardest part, and someone was like, oh, you just did it. So really was not as bad as I anticipated. I hardly got any sleep because I feel like all night I was just looking up this hike and, you know, videos of people doing it. And so
I went and did this hike on a November day, so it was pretty mellow compared to what I can only imagine it's like in the summer. I think the biggest issue with this hike is actually crowd control. Most of the people were fairly polite, but there were some people that were in a rush and cutting in front of other people, and that's not how you want to behave on this trail. So if you do decide to do Angel's Landing, I would try to pick a time when it's off-peak season, so maybe in the early spring or fall, and just be kind to the people around you. Obviously, this is out of the comfort zone of a lot of people. For me, it actually wasn't that bad, and I think that's because I rock climb, but most people were very hesitant. And so respect other people's space, take turns going through, and don't be in a rush. Enjoy it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that it is a little bit off the beaten path of my normal videos, but I just really enjoyed this experience, and I wanted to share it with you in case you ever get to do this yourself.